Alrighty, welcome everyone. I am Giri, and this is another drawing stream. Today we will be drawing Nanashi Mumei. Recently Nanashi Mumei had I want to say it was just a talk stream, kind of a friendly chat stream where she talked about she's an anatomy appreciator. She likes the look of people who take care of their bodies, and that she, in fact, herself had some abs. Well, in response to that, the community has gone ahead and asked her to host a anatomy review stream. So she's doing that sometime today, presumably. I haven't seen the actual time the stream's being posted, but it's presumably happening. So I am accelerating this, which I was planning on doing sometime later this week anyway, to today. Anyway, let's get going. We'll be drawing some Mumei abs. Alrighty. Let's just kind of get some rough shapes in right away. I'm thinking kind of reaching out, leaning back a little bit. Let's see. We'll put something like that. It'll be a rough position. Let's see. All right, we got neck. We'll pull kind of a Well, we're gonna make sure we get a bikini on there or something, but we do want to be showing off the kind of anatomy, as it is an anatomy review. Let's see. Add a little, get that other arm in, Let's see. Pull out a little bit of that rib. Waist is somewhere around here. We'll start getting some of that, get it in the middle where the muscles come together. Let's see. We'll pull down a little bit as we get the lower abdomen, pull into the hips here a little bit. Alright, we'll kind of sketching a few of the little shadows. There's a nice shape there, maybe. Start pulling the thighs in. Alright, let's get the bikini in there. Well, you know, we might give like a keep the skirt on or something. It might be nice. Let's see. Get a little more coverage there. Just starting, so you know, it's pretty normal to need the shape before you can put the clothes on. Okay, that's not a bad start. We want to tuck this just a little lower here, because getting those abs in there is kind of the point of the painting. There we go. We'll pull that out. We'll just kind of erase that because we don't really need it. Just pull that just a little lower even. Again, where it's the point of the painting here. Cool, that's about right. We'll be using Nanashi Mumei colors as we go. So probably pull this like a little farther back. I think that be a nicer pose, get more of those. That triangle, the nice triangle leg position. So stretch to fill real quick. The head's leaning back a little bit far, so we're going to have to adjust that, but it's a decent start there. Let's get in and get that head fixed up, shall we? Something in the range. Like, I feel like we're still going to see a fair bit, but it's not quite, it's too far out. That's probably a bit closer. Yeah. And then we can come in and start getting her owly bangs in. Briefly sketch in the center. The arms are pretty thin right now, but so we may have to bump that up a little bit. You know, if you got abs, you often got a little bit of muscle showing in those arms there. All right. You know, nice shoulders and all that. Yeah, it's really hard to build up muscle in one area without building up a little bit everywhere. A little more tricep in there. Might be too much, but we'll work on it. Let's see. We'll skip back into that hair there. And kind of, she's leaning back, so the hair is going to be kind of leaning more across her face. Put our little hair feathers sticking off back here. Very quiet stream today. I'm actually kind of surprised, honestly. Normally the afternoon streams tend to get a decent amount of viewers. But no, oh well. I'll, pull her long, wonderful hair in. Very pretty hair in. Let's see, we're gonna need to get those elbows shaped in and stuff. So let me think here. Yeah, okay. Take a little bit of a bulge there. Let's actually pull this arm a little bit more forward than we have it, so that we can get the hands kind of pulling together. I think that'd be nice. Maybe is this too long? Just right? If possible, we could do like that, the backwards bend where the hands are like fingers interlocked sort of deal. I don't know if that would quite work. Honestly, if we're doing that, she should be reaching a lot farther, though. I think those aren't. I don't think those arms are long enough. Because if we check that to the waist, yeah, that's too short. So stretch those out just a little bit. There we go. A little bit like that. That's probably about right. Okay. Let's start taking some time to really focus in on get this design right. I think I do want to adjust the legs just a little bit. More like that. That way there's both a little more hip happening and a little more space for us to draw in nice abs. Let's sketch in some eyes real quick though. We can even take a moment to kind of refine the face just a touch. Get it a little closer to Mumei. Maybe. Yeah, we should probably adjust the face a little bit more and that's going that way. We might put the neck a little bit too low, or maybe we need to cut the face down just a little, push it behind the arm just a little bit more like that. I think is probably more appropriate. Yeah, that feels pretty anchored to the arm, so we're not going to be seeing much of the face and smile, but we'll see a little bit. Size facing us. We got her ear going to be showing with the hair pulling to the side there. The side a little bit farther away. Gotta move it a little bit. There. She can face the camera pretty well at this angle though, so we don't have too much to worry about. Just one eye's a little bit behind the hair and stuff. Not too much of a problem. And we're just sketching these in real rough for now, just so we can get them down. Let's see, she's actually got a pretty dark top half of the eye there. There you go. Oh, try and get some nice soft eyebrows in there. Alrighty, that seems pretty cute, all things considered. I'd kind of like to have the head leaning more out, but I feel like we can still capture the eyes, which is the important part here. So I feel like it's going to be okay, even without more face showing. Take a drink of coffee. Good enough for now. Let's start throwing in some color layers and stuff like that, so we can start shaping her up. Really getting the design in there nicely. She's kind of got that light brown hair, so let's start with that. I like her. I like her design. It's quite nice. Let's see those feathers. Let's get a basic skin tone in there. Just to work with, we'll sit there and adjust it and color it as we go. Nice. Alright, let's get the clothes, get some color in there. She's got a nice red skirt, so we'll probably just use the red for that. It's pretty dark red in there. Let's go with something like that. That'll work. Might be too saturated. That's probably a bit closer. Nice. Let's get a little bit of a kick out on that skirt too. Didn't draw it in the sketch, but I think it'd be nice there. Let's actually get a bit more curve. There we go. There's a little more energy in the shape there. And since, we're drawing her in a bikini, let's also not forget to get a little bit of color in the top there. So YouTube doesn't auto-detect anything weird. We're not trying to do anything weird here. We're just studying art. There. Let's throw down, since we're doing a bikini, a nice beach scene might be fun. So let's do that. We'll grab some nice blues. Throw those down real quick. This will help us also kind of distinguish from background. A little darker, a little more saturated as we get away. There. We can pull in a little bit more kind of light greens and stuff as we get closer to the camera. I'm somewhat wondering if I forgot to announce the stream or something. It's rare that it's this quiet this time of day. Okay, well, add our horizon line, which is going to be pretty close to that pale green-blue peak of the sky. We'll get some clouds in there as well. Oh yeah, look at that. Heat's starting to get to the computer, unfortunately. It's hot. The AC... I don't know if the AC's on. Actually, give me just 1 minute. I need to actually check that, because I think there's a good chance the AC might not be on right now. Okay, we're back, and yes, the AC is on. It was just not, maybe not quite as powerful as it could have been. Anyway, let's get back to this real quick. What here? Let's kind of get that horizon line, the atmosphere of the horizon going through there a bit. We get a nice little beach scene. Let's pull some dark greens in, just kind of out here-ish, help indicate like an island or a beach or something. And a little bit of structure and volume to that. Add a little bit of slightly darker, indicate some shadowed areas, and let's just pull that right to the edge there, and we'll grab a little bit of kind of faded out pale yellows, just kind of indicate a very thin little beach line. Not going to see much of it, but it'll be there, so we'll kind of indicate something there. Okay. Now, let's add just a little bit of a somewhat yellower green to indicate the highlights and the peaks of those trees off on whatever little island Mumei's hanging out near. Get nice and bright and sunny. Okay. Kind of smooth this atmosphere a little bit more, just so we got it solidified. And I want to let's actually push this a little bit further down. There we go. And then let's get some clouds out here, just so we got a little bit more texture to the painting and whatnot like that. Cool. That'll probably do that. Let's actually yellow highlight some of these. Just a quick little, hey, this is the top of our cloud. Perfect. Gives it a little bit of that volume better. Nice. All right. That's good enough for the background. We're going to lock that. We're going to jump back to Mumei here. And we're going to get painting her nice and proper like. Okay, so we're going to need to start blocking in some shapes and some shadows. And do the nice curved belly button. I'm going to get a little bit of a ridge as we go over the belly button. That might be a little low, actually. We're going to be going closer to there. Good. Let's drop a little bit of shadow. Get real gray right here. We'll use the saturated core stuff to help offset that in just a minute. And it'll look, that might be too dark, but we'll work with it. Predominantly, we're going to be describing the light source from up there, so let's kind of work with that a bit. Get a little bit of that shape coming through. This is gonna be a bit of shadowed here. This will pull up into shadow here. There will be indication like abs and bit there. We'll get some shadow through there. Get some shadow through a lot of up here. That's going to be shadowed. We'll get a nice curved shadow near the across the thighs as the skirt casts a shadow on them. We'll drop that out. Oh, good. Fix those little scratches, and I think there might have been some in there too. Okay. Let's see. So that kind of gets the vague blocking of what we're working with. There's going to be a shadow here and here. There'll be a little bit here on this side that we can use to help describe some stuff. And there'll be a bit kind of here that we can use to help describe some stuff as well. Okay. Something vaguely in that. We'll hash them out a little bit more solidly later. Let's get a little bit in there. And this is obviously quite dark shadow. We're going to get some ridges of shadow through here, but we are going to be catching some light through there as well. This has the arm casting a shadow across it. Her face is going to have some shadow cast across it. So we're going to have to be careful there. Almost inevitably. Something in, but it shouldn't. We want to not completely shadow it. So let's maybe do something like that. Get some shadow on the nose, get some shadow from the hair, but still keep like some of it in the light. Let's see, hair. Hair is going to be a bit darker. Going to have a lot of shadow cast across it. If we're completely honest. Most of this is going to be in shadow, but we'll probably catch a few little bits of highlight out there, especially as we get towards the hair on the near the top of the head, where it'll be up here. We can catch light and stuff easier. More like that. Good. Let's see. Now this probably going to be mostly in shadows. So let's make sure that happens. We might not be in shadow up there as the hands kind of come together a bit. This side's going to be basically completely in shadow though, aside from the rim light coming from up there, which will be basically hitting this whole side here. Okay. Oh boy. Let's get some color in on her eyes, just because that's a good. Now seems like a good time to do that. That's probably a bit dark, but we can work with it as our pace. Get a little bit more bright yellow. We'll pull that in here and here. That's even brighter whites there. Good enough for now. We'll come back to that. Alright, I do want to grab a little bit of highlight just to kind of describe the hair here. We don't need a lot, but we don't want it to lose its shape, and it does need to feel like hair going through here. this piece. So we can see the background there, and it looks more like a stray hair. Good. Pull color through here. That strand of hair ended up being largely off canvas, so oh well. Let's see. Right through there. Right, let's grab that skin tone. We're gonna jump to a nice bright saturation color. We're gonna start saturating the edges here. This has a bit of that subsurface, and we can start actually working with the colors. Okay, there we go. Well, it's obviously not good looking, but you know, it's where we need to start. Those will have subsurface there. This part, since it is a nice sharp cast shadow from the skirt, will not. I do also want to bring in a little bit of bright blue in the form of bounce light on the thighs and legs and other areas where we can catch some of that. Probably even the hair. Anywhere where it's very much in shadow, we can put a little bit of that blue bounce in. A little bit of bright blue for our bounce, and it'll help improve it, I think. Cool. Now then, let us get to refining. I need to go here. We're going to get some nice reds and start just filling in and adjusting and shaping and the whole works. Actually, let's jump to an upper layer so that we don't have the line art interfering with what we're doing here. And we kind of cut in just a little bit here. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Let's get it redder here. We're gonna want to get some more kind of warm subsurfaces coming through here. We need to grab a nice bright yellow as we go over here, because the sternum there tends to have pretty dense skin over it and reflects light easily as a result. Let's see, we're going to get a little bit of bright light catching here on what is largely pretty pale skin there. You know, they just don't tan there as nearly as well. Sometimes. You know, the covering it with a shirt all the time probably has a pretty big impact on that. Alright, let's see. I want to grab a nice bright red as we pass through the most highlighted zones of our top. Oh, that's our skin tone again. That was accidental. We wanted a nice red here. Right through the brightest part of the top. We'll get some of that over here too, though it won't continue very far. Let's see. We need to pull a little bit of shadow in right here as we shape this out. We're going to have a bright edge right there on the neck, where it's catching that light. Ooh, so nicely. Mumei. We do love some abs here. Let's get a little bit darker and just kind of touch the edge of that up. Okay, let's see. Get the whites of the eyes in there. Nice, nice. Underside there. Good. That might have been too much cut off. That's probably closer. All right, back here. Get some shadow through all of this. Shape those up. This is probably too bright, so we'll pull some more shadow in here. Because it should just be in kind of dim shadow through here, or dim light through here, I think. Let's try and catch just a little bit of light right here, our point of interest. So we can help describe it a little better, shape it a little better. Pulling just a little bit of red as the skin's pretty thin there too. Alright, through here we're gonna want to pull in a little bit more red and indicate a slightly darker shadow going through there. The skin is a bit thin there. Blend that, soften it a bit, so the colors can do their work. Let's pull our blue bounce rim a little bit farther to the edge, kind of cut that big heavy sketch line down a little bit. We can pull that through there. There we go. That's starting to look okay. Soften these edges a bit. Once we start softening them up, it starts looking okay. It was a little rough, a little extreme. Transition was a little extreme initially, but it's starting to hash out okay. Fix that up there. The shape of the face is described a bit better. Let's see. Get that outline pulled through. Good. Soften this just a little bit. There we go. Soften this so as it goes around the curve of the arm there. Let's see. That'll probably do okay as a start. Let's actually kind of get a little bit. Oh, we can bring in some of our blue bounce light here too, right on the underside of this arm. That'd be a good indication of how deep it help us pull this edge out from the background, from the other arm and the neck and shoulder and stuff over here. Let's kind of start shaping the shoulder in a little bit so we can describe it better. Let's see, we'll pull in some of these reds here too. We're a pretty intense fold right there, so we're going to have to get pretty dark right through there. This needs to curve a little more like that, just to kind of help smooth the roundness of that muscle. Boy. Seem to have a little bit of overall hanging on the edge here, so let's clean that up. Just briefly. There we go. Alright, I want to grab our nice blue bounce light again. Put it in here. We'll put this in shadow. I probably should have done that in the opposite order. Hey. That being said, since the sky is roughly the same color blue, we're going to need to get a little bit of outline on that. I could actually probably grab a brighter, somewhat more intense blue to bounce light on this side, just so we don't lose it. So the edge is not completely lost. Kind of fade that a little bit. Smooth them together just a touch. Let's fade the red, blend the red in a little bit. And a little bit more shadow right here, I think, too. It's a real dark corner. You know, there's very little bounce light hitting in there because the neck's blocking from the other side. There's all sorts of reasons why we're not going to get a lot of light there. Alright, this shoulder, kind of pull up a little bit more. And we're going to get a bit more light in right in here. Okay, nice. Just like that. I think we're actually going to get a little bit of bulge right here. Where the bikini's going to sit between that, right where the collarbone kind of pulls up just a touch. I can put in some shadow right there to just kind of lose exactly what's happening because it's hard to describe. It's hard to paint it correctly. And sometimes it's better to let the brain fill it in, the viewer's mind fill it in just a little bit. Alright, let's grab a little bit brighter, a little bit yellower. We can kind of give a little bit of an peak highlights right here to pull out the neck a bit. Help pull out right in here in the shoulder. Pull down right through here a little bit with a bit more reds. Should probably get a little bit more highlight right here in this. There's a little kind of bulge of muscle right there. The ones that help you pull your arms back down. Okay. Kind of restore the outline just a little bit so we can keep her separated from the background. Cool. Let's grab a little bit of that nice intense blue right through here as a nice bounced rim line. Can repeat that right through here to make a match, as well as right up here where the elbow is. And maybe just a little bit to kind of pull that shape that way. Ooh, that's nice. That bounce light is doing wonders here. Ooh, baby, that's looking good. What? Those arms are nice. Okay, let's pull a little bit of this. A little bit of red in here, too. Just gonna indicate the warmth of the skin there. Blend it a little bit. It's not nearly as sharp. It just kind of has a little bit of shape to that. Let's see. Okay. We'll soften that a little bit with some of those orange warms. I'll get the turn of the skin nice and smooth and soft. Cool. Soften right here as well, because it's a little intense. A little sharp. Shouldn't quite be that. Like, we need to have a little bit of shadow moving up that way, but not nearly that much. You're getting closer, though. Alright. Let's see. We'll pull this through there. Good. Add maybe a little bit more, even. Cool. And we can blend our warmth there at the edge. Do the same. This arm. Cool. Alrighty. You know what we can do? We can actually bounce light off the top too with the bright blue, just a little bit. We'll want to do it a little less strongly because this is the bounce light off the sky. And yes, the sky can bounce light, just not nearly as much as other things like the water near you. Let's shape that jawline a bit better. Yeah. I'm actually pulling some of these darker shadows right here, because we're going to have very little light hitting this part of the hair. So, probably appropriate to make it pretty dark right here. And it'll help the face pop a little more. As well as that shoulder. Help us make this a smoother, cleaner edge. Just like that. Nice arms. Nice arms. A little bit more light right in there. Just barely getting caught. Let's grab our super bright, almost yellow highlight. And just touch these up right. Very barely there. Ooh. Get the clean folds of the skin. Where we can really let our anatomy shine. Cool. This should probably be just a touch darker right here. We're coming out of that fold. We can soften that right there. Cool. That looks pretty good. Alright, there is a little bit of a very soft bulge there from one of our shoulder supporting muscles. So we'll pop that in. Pull that down through there. Let's see, let's grab our intense blue rim light so we can put there, just to kind of support the edge, keep it existing. Just right where we want to keep the edge, but we would otherwise lose it. Okay, just like that. And then let's see. We need to soften and shape these a little nicer. Just, really support that roundness. Or, support the shape of the jello. Of the Mumei mellows. Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's pull this shadow right up to this edge so we can make that strap the actual thickness it should be. It's feeling a little too chunky. Cool. I want to put a thin highlight on the edge just to make sure we can have that. We'll, get a seam there, so the cloth is stitched together a little bit. And then I want to make sure we get a nice indication of roundness here. Yeah, kind of like that. We'll soften this a little bit, help keep the shape correct, help indicate that. Down to where it should be. That's all shadow here. We need to add a little bit of warmth though, just because there's a little bit of skin bouncing colors around and stuff like that. Get bounce lights in. There, like that. Zoom out a little bit so we can kind of fully assess what we got going. I think right through here is a little heavy, so we're gonna soften it a lot. Like the transition was just too hard, the light was going too far back. That's much better. And I think we got the same problem happening down here, so we're gonna soften that up a bit. There we go. See, we can soften this transition a little bit here in both the edge of the warmth there and the skin itself. We're actually probably going to need to pull in some of our super bright highlights right for the edges of various things here. Like right for the edge of that. Right for the edge of this. Right for the edge here. Right for the edge here. This is going to kind of give us a little bit of a triangle with faded edge right there. A little bit more in. Cool. A little bit more here. Nice. Get a little bit of that warmth in there. Just kind of blend the edge a little bit. A little bit. Pull in real brightness again. Because I think I kind of lost it there for a bit. And we can start adding a little bit to there. This kind of pull here, sharp edge on one side, dim edge on the other. This gets a little bit going up that way. Gonna need some of the base skin tone to transition with. I think we actually pushed the belly button too far forward. So we need the base skin tone this way to transition with. There we go. That's better. Let's pull in some of that. Alright, I want to get just a thin hint of shadow right through here. We need to pull skin tone through there as well. We got to get those abs shaped in. The Mumei abs. Also, since I'm not paying attention to line art anymore, I'm just going to merge the line art into this layer so I can shave it off where I need to. Cool. Let me shave that and that. And then I'm going to add some shadow here. I'm going to grab our highlight, put it in here. Just so we can have it. And that actually indicates that right here, because we got the red skirt, we probably should have a red highlight, or red bounce light instead of the blue one we had right there. Kind of shape this a little bit. We can pull that edge in, make it a bit sharper. Pull the dark side of the hair and along here, make that edge sharper. Do the same here. Make this edge just a bit sharper, so we can really separate that torso out. Just a little bit of our reds in here. Let's see, we need to kind of pull a shadow or a highlight through like that, as we're going to start trying to pull the I don't remember what they're called. They're like hip flexors or something. They're a series of tendons that run from the hips down to help bend your legs and stuff. We're not getting a great shape through there. I mean, that's not bad. It just doesn't feel quite right. Doesn't feel like the nice abs we were looking for. Not yet. It's gonna be a nice bright catch there, though. Kind of shape this maybe a bit more. Maybe if we get the upper abs a bit better, we might be able to find what we were missing. There's still some pretty rough sketch in there. Right through here needs to shape up. We're going to get ourselves a very nice bright edge there. And bright. And we can actually just shave off right through there. Actually, I don't like having done that. We lost the outline a lot. So let's instead re-add a much cleaner outline right through here. Nope, that's not working. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cheat. We're gonna layer style. We're gonna add ourselves an outer glow. Oh, but not that much. Ooh, absolutely not. Let's grab something in the dark saturated red range. We want size to be fairly thin. What's our spread? It seems to be some kind of bell curve. Noise none. Opacity. Yeah, we can do something like that. Range. Oh, yeah, we should have that be that. Ooh, scary. All right, let's do that at about 4 pixels. All right, I think that's right. Once we kind of clean up some of the other stuff that's going on. I think that'll help. There's a lot of little noisy bits around the edges and stuff that are causing it to show up when it shouldn't. And we can retroactively adjust that too as we need to, so it's not a huge deal. I want to grab this. We can put in a nice bright edge there. Even through here, this should still kind of be the warm because we're not that far from our light source. Here, we need to make sure it's the same size. We're going to pull that shadow through down there. Maybe pull that up a little bit. There, yeah, something in that. Or how blended is this edge? We're going to get a soft blending, I think, right through there. This edge is going to be a firm but not hard blend. Pull some of this red in just to grab the edge there. Let's gray the core just a little bit more. Actually, I want to be slightly brighter than that. Because we're just trying to lose saturation in the core. There we go. I'm going to grab our bright red, add a little bit of saturation right there and there. Actually, there we go. And then I want to grab just a touch of our, this blue, not that blue, and put it on the edge. Just like that. And then let's very carefully shave this nice and thoroughly. So we have just the outline that we are getting with the layer style, which I think is too strong. So let me go and adjust that real quick. I think it's too wide. Come on, open it. Let's drop that down to maybe put that there. Ooh my, that's not what we're looking for. Let's do this at like 2. Put that down at about there. That ought to do. So now if we pull all the way back and look at it, yeah, that's not terrible. Let me adjust what I'm using for my eraser. I think I'm not using a hard enough eraser for this task. Oh yeah, there we go. Slightly harder eraser. That's looking a lot better. Yeah, you can get a nice, crisp, thin outline doing that. Yeah, shake that. Let's grab the ink brush here for this. Ooh, wrong color. That is not the place where we want that particular wrong color. Absolutely not. Don't hate on me, YouTube, please. I'm so small. I'm just struggling to keep going. The hate is completely unwarranted. I've never done anything intentionally to upset you. I'll pull in a little bit of that. There. The soft, or the not soft, but the desaturated core there. or the desaturated body of the shadow there. And a little bit of that. Let's grab just a touch of this. As we pass through the shadow right in here, we can... let's see if we can grab that. Use it for our bounce light through here. Jump back to there. And soften that edge just a little bit. We got going on. That's probably about right. We'll kind of just trim the shape a little bit. This Photoshop's trying to figure out what the heck we're trying to do. There. That's not bad. That gets that shape in there nicely. Alright, let's get back to getting those abs in here. Right. The fun part. Well, I mean, it's all fun. We just like drawing beautiful anatomy, as we too here on Giri channel are anatomy enjoyers. Mumei, if you ever happen to stumble across this, I want you to know that I was not a fan of your channel until I heard that you were an anatomy enjoyer, and that immediately made me a fan. Like, it's not that I ever disliked your content. It's that, you know, you were just kind of present. There's a lot of characters in Hololive, and you know, I enjoy a lot of Hololive, but you know, I don't have time for everyone. But you know what? As soon as you made that comment, yeah, ooh, I was on board. A little bit of that, and soften it just a bit here. All right, there is a little spot right in here that I want to get, which is just a couple of muscles that catch the light particularly strongly right through here. Maybe a little bit of a soft arc through there. Let's see, a little bit of a soft arc there. Okay. Soften that peak there specifically just a touch. Do that there in the center. It's too hard. Soften it up, because it should not be getting nearly that dark right there. Not quite. It can just look quite dark right there. There we go. There we're starting to get some, finally really starting to click in and get some of that nice abdomen shape going on. I might have made a mistake right there. Should be more. Pull that. Yeah, that's better. Get that, and that should actually be a touch. Oh, not that strong. A little bit more like that. And I think we need to actually pull this more here. There we go. There we go. Start pulling that through. Excellent, excellent. Get our strong highlight back over here. So we had lost that a bit. Let's see if we can clean up this edge here just a bit. Alright, I need to get our shadows indicating a turn is a little stronger here, because right now it is not what it needs to be. It's hard to get this particular turn shape just right. As you come up out of the groin a little bit. Might be, yeah, I think we were too far forward there. There we go. No, I really never used layer styles much before yesterday, but yesterday I was reminded that, oh yeah, this is like the perfect technique to do certain things, and I think that I'm going to be using layer styles a little bit more frequently, because getting that auto outline, ooh, that is nice. That is super convenient. Get in here where I think we need to clean this up just a little bit. There we go. We'll come up along the arms and clean up this outline too. Look at that. Look how fast that is. You got that nice little thin auto outline. So wherever I put my line, the outline's there, ready to help me out. I'm actually probably going to have the gray there and just keep this all in shadow, so that way the bounce light works a little better. We're going to actually change this, since we're doing that, to bounce light. We can shave this. Ooh, that looked weird for a moment. Beautiful. Oof, that edge was not right. There we go. Let's get some of these warms in. Nice oranges and stuff that we were using elsewhere. We can pull some of that in. Help get the curve of the skin nice and warm. This part's going to be pretty sharp, as it is the elbow. And we're not actually going to be using the blue bounce light at all for... Well, maybe we will pull the blue bounce light up through here. Just because we do have it on the lower arm, so separating the upper arm with that as well is probably the good way to do it. We can actually put a little bit of the blue bounce light, highlighting that elbow then as well. Man, that blue bounce light is doing so much work in this painting. I just realized that elbow is too low where I have it. I need to fix that, because that's going to be more up there. Good thing we got that auto outline to do the job of, you know, fixing that. We can just kind of do that and that, and let's grab our blue and that. And we are fixed. Man, that is so fast compared to some of the things we've had to put up with to fix a bad anatomy mistake like that. Need to pull just a little bit there, just a little bit there. There's a little bit of muscle on that. I want to pull this through here just a little bit. Get a little bit there, a little bit there. Just kind of indicate the ribs a little bit. So, catch there. That. Alright. We're gonna get a little bit of bright highlight there. Let's get some of our bright highlight in here on the Mumei Mellows. On the Mumei Mellows. On the Mumei Mellows. And there we go. That gets that pretty good. Let's clean up the legs and the skirt and get this thing published, because we're at an hour and 20. Oh, we do need to clean up the face too. We've done very little on the face. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Well, to be honest, and it's a little embarrassing. I kind of forgot about the face, so I got too wrapped up in making beautiful anatomy. Let's add some pleats here. We're just going to use our whatever color is slightly darker as we stay in the shadows, and we're going to pull our shadow color in to put the pleats over in the highlights. We don't really need to put that much attention into this, but we do want them present. We want a little bit of highlight to the edge of some of these, just so that they feel like folds and pleats as they wrap around. Pull a little bit more shadow in there and there. There, just a touch there, and there. Ooh, too much. There. Cool. And I actually want to grab this, pull that all the way to the red. The right of, ooh, maybe not quite that shape. Let's see. To get just a touch of the brightest red right here. So there's a little fun catch. Eye catch. Pull some of that super bright red in right here as well. That fun eye catchiness. Let me actually lock that layer opacity real quick while I work here. There we go. So that I can do in 2 seconds, whereas opposed to being too careful and making it take much longer. There we go. Now you'll look exactly where we want you to. I control your mind, viewer. See, art's all about mind control. It's all about learning how to control the mind of the viewer. I have to laugh like an evil villain, but not really. Let's just a tiny bit of yellow in here, because putting a little bit of yellow in our super red highlight can help it stand out even more. Alright, let's go back to cleaning up these thighs, because thighs, black thighs. Okay. Let's clear the opacity lock there. Draw that in. That. Decent. Okay, let's see. We'll get the shadow shape there. We're gonna soften this with our subsurface scattery color. Good. That and cut. Nice and thin. Nice and thin. Good. And where is our super bright? Put some of that in. Just a little bit on the thigh. I feel like this might be a little bit too intense. We're going to just take a moment to soften some of that. Like we're still trying to keep the coloring patterns and stuff. We're just trying to pull it a little bit, the darkest points and the brightest points, just a little bit closer without dramatically changing it. There we go. I think that's a little bit closer. As the abs are a predominantly flat surface, so we don't want too much going on there. Anyway, let's cut that edge there with our bounce light. Cool. Now let's shape over here and put a little bit of that back curve as we go between the legs. The edge of the skirt shadow and the turn shadow. And we're going to get a bit of that turn shadow over on this side too. When I say turn shadow, I mean like the shadow created by the surface of the leg turning away. Oh, hello, Code. How are you doing? It's good to see you drop in. It's been a very quiet stream. Would have joined earlier, but was driving and there was bad traffic, stoplights, and braking. Oh, no worries. I'm glad you have arrived safely out of traffic. I would certainly not want you distracted while driving, so absolutely do not tune into my stream if I'm streaming while you need to drive. That would be a terrible idea. I am not worth that under any circumstances. I would much rather have you alive and well than have you spend an extra 5 minutes in my stream while you're driving. That's... Yeah, don't watch TV while driving, ever. I guess I'm not technically TV, but you know what I mean. A little bit of edge shape to those pleats. Well, since you're joining a little late, we are quite apparently, maybe you're not familiar with the character, but, maybe you are. We are drawing Nanashi Mumei, as she is hosting an anatomy enjoyers stream at some point later today. So, under the tag anatomy, because it came out that she is an anatomy enjoyer, like many artists. So we're gonna cheekily sneak in on that. Oh, was listening to music while driving, headphone off as well. Okay, good. Listen to music isn't that bad. I personally don't listen to anything while driving. I drive in dead silence in the terror of my thoughts. But I recognize some people being alone with their thoughts is pretty bad. Alright, let's get a hem or a belt on that skirt. It is one of those swimsuit skirts, so it's probably still going to be pretty soft fabric, but, there's going to be some kind of belt edge. So, how you doing today, Code? Having yourself a good day? Now that you're done with your driving? Let's get that. We'll pull in some of those rim light here just to cut some of the bounce light that we've been using to rim lighting on things to help separate the edges of the skirt. There we go. Just a little bit of that. Okay. Cool. Do that. Let's get a little bit of our base hair tone in mixed into this hair. Just like listening to stuff while driving day has been good. Going to probably finish up the tank today, so need to decide what to buy next. Oh, nice. Well, you're pretty regular about posting pictures anyway, but make sure you post some pictures. I'd love to see it when it's done. Let me pull a little bit more of that hair through right here. I think you hadn't quite tuned in yet when I made this discovery, but I was like, you know what? That auto outline stuff worked super good for the lettering yesterday on the Dino Gura stream that I did. So I decided to experiment with it and see if it could auto outline the main body of a character, and after a couple little tweaks, it seems to do it just fine. We got this nice little outline running the whole outside, and I can just kind of do my painting and not even worry about it, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. Let's pull a little bit more shadow through there. And which basically, assuming that I can, learn how to do that really well consistently, that's basically going to solve all of my outlining problems forever, because I have always been a terrible outliner. But if I can make Photoshop draw the outline for me as I paint, because I can do the paint in half. If I can make Photoshop do the outline half, I'll be golden. Alright, let's see. Let's get her hair and face, and then we'll probably call this good. Like, her face has had a little bit of color in it for a while, but we can really get in there and make her face look great now that we know what the rest of it's looking like. Let's also fix this arm briefly. And since the outline between objects is more important than the outlines contained within objects, it's really easy to let Photoshop just kind of handle that. I get to be cheeky about it now. Let's see, gonna sit here and shape this, curve that, until her hair is very nice. Let's grab a little bit of a brighter, yellower, so we can catch some highlights on some edges. Get that little rim through there. The halo, if you will. The hair halo. Let's go a little bit brighter, a little bit more yellow. Just hit the edges of that, so we can really have some interest in there. And we'll pull a little bit of this bright blues in there on the bottom side. Just to kind of keep the painting cohesive. And right through the top. We'll go white. Right through the center. There we go. Nice and pretty. That honestly might be too much, though. Let's pull some cuts into that. So it's not nearly as prominent in some spots. But we can keep it pretty prominent over on the highlight side. There we go. That's not looking bad. Start pulling that through. Let's see. Pull some stray strands over there. Maybe pull a stray strand out there. Actually, I kind of like the way the auto outline did that. That kind of like gave me a shadow all by itself. Oh, Banyui, how are you doing? Hi, Giri, just here to lurk while I can. Hope you're having a wonderful stream. Yeah, it's been a pretty quiet stream, but it's been nice. I got to sit here and paint Mumei abs all stream, which is fun. We got to be some regular anatomy enjoyers today. Let's see. But thank you for dropping in, Banyui. Definitely appreciate it. I noticed you have decided to predominantly leave YouTube, which makes me a little bit sad, but you know, you're still posting videos, and I'll still check in on them when I got the opportunity. Leave you some comments, help you get promoted a bit. Unfortunately, Twitch is just not a platform that I use very often, so I never see when people go live there or anything. It's just a inconvenient place for me, but you know, I'll still try and help support you here. Let's see if I can get that auto outline to maybe help me do things like this. Oh my god, it does work. It does work. It works amazing. That's incredible. I'm never going to paint another picture without using this. I think. Until I forget. Until I just completely forget that it exists. Which will probably happen next stream, if I'm completely honest. I think there are so many discoveries I have made in Photoshop and then immediately forgotten about them the next stream. The next time I went to paint. Let's get a clearer smile in there. Smile is pretty much entirely in shadow though, so I have to be pretty careful about that. Let's see, we're going to need to get some saturation as we turn here. Let's get the saturation of the cheek, pull a little bit of that red in. Just because there's quite a bit of blushy red in the cheeks and stuff. You get some pretty good subsurface in the in the face and the cheeks. A lot of blood in them cheeks. Just full of blood, aren't ya? People are like blood piñatas. Okay, that sounds horrible. Alright, let's see. Pull this hair down more into the Mumei center of the face bangs. Forehead a little bit there. A little bit of that warmth in here. A little bit more through there. Beautiful. I'll pull a little bit of that red through there as well, right through the tip of the nose where you're going to see a little bit of that subsurface, some of the strongest, because the nose skin is like thin. Some of the thinnest skin on it you got. And since there's no bone or anything in the nose, trying to decide between Age of Darkness box set, Another Night, or the new Leviathan Dreadnought. The last one isn't up for pre-order till the weekend. Also, I'd love... you love the term blood piñatas. Oh my. Oh my. Maybe I need to go and specifically clip that moment out of the stream and post a short. That would be... Yeah. I don't post shorts of my streams very often. I just post the time lapses of the paintings. So maybe I do need to do a couple mid-stream clips. Blood piñatas. But just blood. Like blood piñatas. A little bit of that highlight there. Okay. We need to dim that. Let's see, she's got some of this toned hair over here, but it's not going to be nearly as obvious because it's falling behind the arm a lot. This needs to get more color. Gotta solidify that. There we go. Might want to be careful about getting too much hair over the eyes. There we go. Let's see, we do have an eyebrow that we kind of lost. Here? That should do. We're just going to do that thing where you can see the eyebrow through the hair, even though you shouldn't see the eyebrow through the hair. See the eyelashes through the hair. Because it'll make the face look a little clearer. And over here, we're going to jump up a little bit into the yellows. One of the brighter yellows, and pull some soft highlights through. Clean up that edge a little bit. There we go. A little bit there, a little bit there. There we go. I'm gonna need to do the eyes and actually make the eyes good here soon, but I want to do the feathers first. But I think the eyes will be like one of the last things we do here. All right. Let's see. There's like a series of V's in these feathers. Okay. I guess the dark side is actually a lot thinner. than the light one. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yeah, like that. That'll work. And we need to do the same thing on the other one. Why not see the peak of it since it's off camera? So put our B's in, put our brights in. Like that. Sharpen the edges. And we're going to need the spine there real quick. So let's draw that in. There we go. Feathers. Yeah, as for your, what model you want next, Leviathan Dreadnought sounds cool. I don't know anything about it. I guess maybe you can post some pictures in the Discord of what each one is. But they all sound super cool. I can tell you that right here and now. So no matter what you get, I'm sure I'll be impressed by it. Let's see. Let's shape this a little bit more. Get some warmth there. Good, good. All right. Now, let's grab some nice bright reds so we can kind of warm up the edge of the eyes just a little bit. Back to those really bright reds for a moment since we dropped them. And warm up the edge of the eyes a little bit more. Just because there is a lot of color in and around the eyes, and it helps. Let's grab some of those bright yellows right through here so we can pop up the color on the cheek just a bit. Nice. Okay, let's pop the color up on this cheek just a little bit too. I'm gonna push that down a little bit because we're still catching the light through the arms there. Box is about $300 for 52 models plus rules and templates. Knight is 170 if I remember right. Unsure of the Dreadnought price though. Oh, the Age of... Okay, so the Age of Darkness box set is like a full army, a starter army, then it sounds like, is what I'm hearing. I don't know. I certainly like your, the Knights and other big stuff you do. Well, I'm sure the Age of Darkness box set's got a lot of cool stuff in it. I personally guess I would go with more Knights, but, you know, if you're looking to diversify, that box set sounds like a really good choice. Let's get a little bit more of that warmth in there. Those beautiful reds. Full, make our eyes nice and bright. Let's get just a little bit of eye white over there. Alright, and let's push this to the absolute limit of eye explodingly saturated. You can see it across the room, and it will in fact burn your retinas saturated. Because Jolly Rancher eyes are the best. We love Jolly Rancher eyes here. Alright, let's pull some of those yellows, those paler yellows through here. We kind of get her a little closer to the Mumei eye color. Let's see, to put just a thin outline here. Thin outline here. Let's grab this. We can highlight the pupil just a bit so we don't lose that. Let's grab our whites. Pull that into pupil highlight. Pull that across, that across, that across, that across. Get some nice colors there. Let's grab some bright blues. A little bright blue line across the bottom. Just get a little bit of that reflection of the sea through there. Nice. Alright, let's put some shadow and over the whites. There we go. A little bit of white shadow for the whites of the eyes. We can soften those edges a little bit so it's just lose the edge of the eyelashes a little tiny bit through there. Nice. Alright, let's bring in our blushies. Just warm up those cheeks a little bit. There we go. Again, I'm not super happy with how far behind the lip is behind the arm, but I kept playing with the pose earlier, and I was not able to get the mouth out in front of the arm and have the head look okay, so this is where we're at. Let's use our bright reds, though, to kind of soften that mouth a bit. Actually, just go grab a nice dark red right where the lips are. That's probably too saturated, though. Maybe more in there. Yeah, that's probably a bit better. We can grab maybe a nice dark pink in here. Kind of the top of the lips, because we are still in shadow. And that might be too saturated. A little bit there. Just a little bit. Might be able to pull a little bit of light in actually underneath the nose. Might be a decent way of doing that. And then we can actually use far brighter colors here. For what little of the lips we do get to show. Maybe even more like that. There we go. Let's add a little bit of that saturation red through here. All right. How are we feeling about this overall? Overall, I actually feel like that's pretty good. There's the auto outline might be a bit heavy. So let me see if I can just soften that a little bit. Maybe bring that a little bit warmer. Just kill your eyes with the brightest reds available. Now let's actually just drop the opacity a little bit, I think. What do we got if we do that? Yeah, actually, that's a bit nicer on that auto outline. It's not nearly as harsh. It still pops the edges, though. Good. All right, we are just shy of 2 hours here, which I think is going to be a perfect time to call it. This is actually came out pretty darn well. And so I think I'm going to call this the end of the stream here. Maybe let's add, before we end it, just one more little spot of highlight right up here on the edge of the feather. Just so we can kind of have the close to the light, far from the light sides on those. And maybe a spot of shadow right here, where the head itself is casting a shadow onto the feather. Cool. All right, I'm going to call that there. It's been fantastic. You guys have been a fantastic audience. Thank you for showing up, Code. Thank you, Bun, for showing up and giving a lurk. I appreciate it every time you guys show up. It definitely feels good. Anyways, thank you. You've been a wonderful audience. This has been Giri. I have been Giri, your host, and this here is Nanashi Mumei that we have painted. I think she came out quite cute in a nice summer bikini. And yeah, that's it for the stream. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I will catch you guys later.